Yeah, you read that right. Alan Watts did save my life. If I didn't listen to his lectures and find that wise man, I'd probably be laying in a ditch somewhere looking up at the sky like... Fantastic.
It's shocking news for us, for the human race, for our pride. You're only making a mess by trying to put things straight. You're trying to straighten out a wiggly world, and no wonder you're in trouble.
If you watching, yeah you feel like there's no way out other than to cannonball into the floor, let me give you some real things to experiment with. That might make that cannonball into the floor thing a bit less likely, let's hope. Now, before we delve... And before I delve further, without knowing that that water was way too loud, I'm going to have to voice over this bit.
Bloody strap in, my people.
Let me take you back for a sec. Picture a time where 19-year-old me was slapped with some deep, dark depression that I just simply couldn't shake. I was perched in my local woods whilst the full moon shined upon me and there were bats flying around my head. I couldn't help but feel like the weight of the world was just squishing me down. I was and am dealing with some severe health issues that honestly just make my life feel cold, empty and lonely. I'm dealing with them right now. Oh, boo-hoo! Please, for the love of all that's holy, mate, don't tell me you're about to get all soppy. We don't have time for it. Me and you both know, we know, that we've got the attention span of a... fucking massive bird. You absolute idiot. Mate, just let me be vulnerable for a sec, please. Come on. In that moment in the woods, it just felt like there was no way out. I began to honestly just give up in my head. I didn't want to do it anymore. And then I suddenly heard a voice in my mind. Perspective. You need a new perspective, geezer. I scrambled quickly thinking, shit, what's the next step to gain a new perspective? I pondered on the thought of wise men I'd felt inspired from before, and the main name being called was Watts. Mr. Alan Watts, of course. Somehow I knew that what I required wasn't a 10 million viewed video of Alan's voice in the background and some motivational music that just takes away from the real, raw wisdom that you need, that I needed. So I went on YouTube, just searched Alan Watts lectures, found about 30 of his full lectures, stuck one on, and from that moment on, my ears were filled with the sweet sounds of clarity. Almost instantly. Right, that's enough of this voiceover malarkey. Back to the loud stream. It's only going to last like another minute, I promise. I was able to look around and just really know what life truly is. Because Jesus Christ, isn't it just bare confusing? Oh my God. It's like one time you think you've got it, and then the world goes, no, I'm going to do something crazy to you that's going to fuck you up.
What happens then if you actually realize you've come to a dead end? And the human race has come to a dead end, in my opinion. What then? Commit suicide? What happens when you just wait? There's nothing you can do. You watch. The trees are waving. Your blood is circulating. Your nerves are tingling. It's all going on of itself. But you know, that's you.
And then after the whole lecture was over, I was free. His words allow me to perceive this wiggly world as one that is wiggly and not one that makes any fucking sense. The more I listened to the lecture, the more my neurons were firing and all these suicidal thoughts were met with feelings of stability, calmness and strength. It's fantastic. Alan's words were hitting me right in the gullet, but it felt like less of a jab in the throat and more of a warm hand on my shoulder and a calm voice saying, "You're alright, my brother. Now you've found what you seek, you can go forth with absolute clarity of what life truly is." I paused in complete silence when the lecture was over. I let the natural hum of the world take over. And in that moment, for the first time in my life, I felt genuine peace and content.
You can't transform yourself. You can't make yourself sane. You can't make yourself loving. You can't make yourself unselfish. And yet it's absolutely necessary that we be that way, that we let go of ourselves, and it can't be done. You can't do it. Why? because you don't really exist as that kind of a separate ego or personality. It's just an idea based on a phony feeling.
The next few days after listening to that lecture, I was walking around on a fucking cloud. I didn't feel that pull of anxiety, questioning everything that was happening to me, asking why. I'd found the true me, which wasn't what I thought was me at all. As Alan rightly said, the birds, the hum, the trees, everything, that's the real you.
That's the real you. The you that goes on of itself. It's not the symbol. It's not the person. It's you that's happening, as when you breathe. Yes, you can get the feeling that I am breathing by shoving your breath, but your breath goes on day in and day out without your doing anything about it or even thinking of it. The same way your brain is functioning without your forcing it.
With everything that you do it knowing that you are everything. Let's say you're in the woods, you're sitting in the grass and you're doing fuck all. You're doing nothing else but sit in that grass and you think, I'm bored. You will feel boredom, so you listen to the birds. You listen extra closely because they're always there. They are always there. If you pay attention, they're there, I can hear them. Or if you've got a stream by you, just listen to the water. And it's not just about listening, because that can be boring as well. Do something. Like if I'm bored and I've got nothing around me, I'll just like do some press-ups. I'll try and do a handstand. Or like try and hold a certain position. I'll stretch. I'll feel like, oh, what's hurting me right now? Let me give it a bit of a rub. See the world with the eyes of a newborn baby.
It's everything around us with which we connect. When you look out of your eyes at nature happening out there, you're looking at you.
Look at it like you've never seen it before, and I guarantee you'll instantly see it in a different way. Because we are so fogged in just walking around like not really experiencing anything that's going on. Yourself isn't just this. And when you know that, everything comes a bit more clearer.
Now, from the moment we were little children, when teachers in class screamed at us, "Pay attention!" we go tight in various ways. Either to see or hear more clearly, to concentrate, or to will something which is supposed to be difficult to do. And that feeling of unnecessary tension is, as it were, the material sensation upon which we fasten this concept of I. The concept is not us. The feeling of tension is completely phony. It has nothing to do with success in seeing, hearing, or acting. And so we get the marriage of an illusion with a falsehood.
We try to be content, we try to be less stressed, we try to be less depressed. Whatever we're doing, we're trying to do these things. Stop trying, just do it. Wash the dishes without pulling that face. You know what I mean? You know when you do the washing the dishes face? Just do it a bit.
Instead, you turn the cleaning movement into a dance. Like this. And you dig that. And you swing that plate around. And you let the rinsing water go over it. And you put it off in the rack. Crazy. See? Take the next one. And you get this rhythm going. See?
If you weren't actually aware, Alan Watts was a raging alcoholic. Which makes you think, well, why are you listening to what he was saying if he was just talking nonsense? Because there's a point to be made. The one who chooses to enjoy the toxic fruits of life lives a more playful, exciting life than one who is just plagued by their seriousness.
An orange on the end of a string. Everything that we do, however tough it is, however strenuous, can be turned into the same kind of play as I was showing you when I was completely fascinated with spinning that orange around my head. So the point is, therefore, that you can do everything you have to do in this spirit. Don't make a distinction between work and play. Regard everything that you're doing as play, and don't imagine for 1 minute that you've got to be serious about it.
My friends, this leads me to the part of the video that I want you to pay attention to the most, please, if you can. That would be nice. Don't be so bloody serious all the time. Oh my God. Just let loose a bit, you know, like, be sincere, but don't be serious. Those are very two different things. Being sincere is being grateful for the life you have, for the body you have, for the birds, for everything. I'm always mentioning the birds, but you get what I'm saying. Being serious is thinking that everything is just out to get you, and everything is stress, and everything you do, every movement you do, every job that you take, when you're working out is stressful, it's stress, stress, stress. You're serious. You can actually just have fun whenever you want. Did you know that? Like, you actually can. Like, what's around here that I can have some fun with? A stone. I've just found this. Look, I'm going to balance it on my finger. This is fun. I'm enjoying this right now. It's a stone. It's completely free. I missed the catch. But you get what I'm saying. Don't be so serious. Dance a bit. Come on. Like, I just looked at myself in there and I thought, holy shit, you're in the woods doing this on your own. The main message I took from what's in my search for not wanting to, I believe I can fly off a cliff, was this. Be grateful for what you've got, but if you're so consumed by your thoughts, punished by your simple mistakes, and so wrapped up in thinking that this fucking life is just the physical skin that you walk around in, you're going to be a wound up ball of sucky egg seriousness. And who likes sucking eggs? Ain't that the truth, Sonny Jim? Ain't that the truth? I'm so proud of you for making it this far. Honestly, I am. Now go on, go try it today. The first thing you experience that makes you go feel a bit serious and stressed and just rubbish, go hold up a minute. I'm not just me, I'm the cosmos. I'm a maple tree, I'm a bird, I'm a brick, if you really want to be a brick. Disassociate yourself from that stupid monologue that doesn't shut up. And you'll feel a bit better. Even if it's just a bit, that's all you really need, isn't it? Just feel a little bit better. That would be nice. I've tried my hardest to keep this video a more personal one that isn't me just trying to give you loads of information and just tell you and talk at you. I'm trying to talk as though we're a team, like we're doing this together. I've said it before and I'm going to say it once more. This life doesn't make any fucking sense. Stop trying to make sense of it. It's wiggly and weird. Be goofy, be silly, and be free. And find pleasure in the mundane tasks. Be grateful for what you have and work bloody hard and passionately. But always be a goofball. I'm in the water! Everyone can hear that, but I don't care because I'm goofy and I'm silly. Goodbye, hope you enjoyed the video. Love you, peace. Alan Watts also loves you.
You're trying to straighten out a wiggly world, and no wonder you're in trouble.